What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation. I'm your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined today by my co-host, Rufio, Ed Rufus Royster. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Oh, what up, Ty? Always good to see you in the comments already.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Yes, we got two of them today. Two of us. What you been up to, Ed? What you been watching? What you been playing? All that good stuff.
Still no gaming. Although I've been getting a really big hankering to try to get back into restart Red Dead Redemption 2. Watching. I gave the first couple episodes of Twisted Metal a shot. I'm trying to. I'm not feeling pulled in to really invest fully into it, but
Okay.
I don't hate it. So it's like a weird. It's a weird feeling. But I'm also trying to get back into a couple of movies that I have lined up on my tabs, and I finally have gotten back into working on my adult coloring book that I'm trying to get put out there.
Awesome.
Finally.
Awesome.
So I've been drawing on that. So
Glad to hear that.
How about you?
Few things. Also, well, we're about to start the last episode of Twisted Metal now is where we're at. Big Brother, of course, obviously I've been talking about that for a while. What else? Not much else I'm watching.
Waiting for the obvious question to be answered. About Baldur's Gate, that's all.
Oh, wait 1 second. Yes, I have been watching My Adventures with Superman also. I forgot about that.
I do want to add that to my list too. Yeah.
It's better than I thought it was going to be. So I'm enjoying that. But yes, I've been playing Baldur's Gate, but not as much. Actually, I haven't played in a while, like in a few days. Because I've had stuff to catch up with work-wise that I need to go ahead and get done. And I had to basically, most of the time now, I don't sit here unless I'm doing this. Because if I have to sit down to do something else, I'm going to stop doing that and play Baldur's Gate.
Makes sense.
So, like, I'm looking to, like, I got the new SSD to put into the computer here, to my PC. I haven't put it in yet. And I'm telling myself I'm not going to play Baldur's Gate again until I put it in. And that's kind of keeping me from doing it.
Fair enough.
I got it because I knew I would need it for Starfield. So that's the problem. And the problem is when Starfield comes out, that's going to cause another problem for me that I thought was going to be solved that same day when Baldur's Gate comes out on PS5. Because if it's on my PlayStation and not on my PC, I can sit at this PC and work and not think I'm going to play that instead.
Yeah.
But now Starfield is coming out and I'm going to have that on PC because I don't own an Xbox. Because I didn't see the point. So I'm gonna just yes, kind of, yeah. Because even now, when I'm not playing it, I'm thinking about playing Baldur's Gate, and I'm sitting here right now, like, would it really be so bad if I just had it on the screen with us while we did this show? But then I'm like, no, because I still got to read the articles and all that kind of shit. So, yeah, Baldur's Gate is missing from me right now, and I need it in my life. So I need to get these other certifications and shit done that I've been putting off longer than I should have anyway.
Fair enough. I mean, again, like Ty also said, bear sex is supposed to be greater than work, but priorities, since you want to be adulting and shit. So
no, I have not fucked said bear yet. I'm waiting to see if there are other druids that I'm gonna meet too, because like I may not want to fuck that particular bear, what if he just doesn't appeal to me,
I mean, sure, but just give into your inner bear slut. That's all.
I mean, I hear you, but even sluts fuck who they want to fuck.
Yeah. I guess. All right, fine. It's because you don't want to fuck the first bear that comes giving it up. Whatever.
Yes, I just own a chalice.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
again,
but
I'm
what if I don't
also.
find the bear attractive? You
Well,
know,
I suppose. I mean, I'm willing to offer if one show date you just want to play it, and I'll read the articles and talk to myself as you occasionally pop in to just say, yeah, fuck that shit, or I agree with you, or both. I'm not listening, and we just move on. That would be perfectly fine as well. So
I'd consider that. I
I'm full
consider
of
that.
show material ideas here and there. So
Cool.
write that down.
I will consider that. But those of you watching right now, thank you so much for watching live. If you're not watching us live, know that you can do so if you just go to twitch.tv/Creatia World. You
Good
go
time.
there and you can, yeah, I saw that point. I appreciate that. You can also, subscribe to us. Please do so. If you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Prime Gaming, and therefore you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, and that gives you Prime Gaming. And then you can subscribe for free, and it helps us out a lot, like immensely. Do that. Now, if you don't want to give to us, give it to your favorite Twitch streamer. Just use it in some way, is what I'm saying. Also, you can subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World, and there you can subscribe for free. That doesn't cost you a thing. And you do that, hit that subscribe button, and then right over next to a little bit is a little bell with a bean under it. So flick that bean on the bell. Just and that way you get notified every time we drop something new, every time we go live, all that good stuff. And speaking of flicking that bean, I need you to go over to pornhub.com/model/Creatia World and watch us there later as well. You can just check that out. It's Matt's favorite place for you to watch us. So make Matt happy and watch us over on Pornhub, get our Pornhub numbers up. But if you want to, support us monetarily, the best way to do that is on Patreon at patreon.com/Creatia World. You go there, you subscribe, and for just $1, you get a lot of, all our extra stuff like Return to Wrestling with myself and the Warden Matt Ritter, where we just working our way through all of WCW, all the nitros and pay-per-views leading up to said, leading after said nitros, month at a time. We just finished doing Starrcade 1997, which is honestly the biggest pay-per-view in WCW history. And moving on to the next one after that, but that's what's up right now. Also, you get Multiverse, myself and Mara the Shark Watkins, where we're going through a lot of old, comic book animated movies. We just did Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham. That one we just recorded last night. That's going to be going up later today. Check that out and see our thoughts on that, and see if you want to check it out yourself, or if you do check it out yourself, then come back and watch us on Patreon. All that stuff. You also on Patreon can get this show and our other shows ad free, and we'll talk about those ads later. But Ed, for now, enough of that. It is newsy time. So, in the news now, we spoke about this on this show at some point. I don't remember if I was on the particular show or not, but Netflix recently launched a game controller app for both Android and iOS, or maybe just be iOS right now. But now we hear that from VGC, Video Games Chronicle article by Tom Ivan, that they have now launched a cloud gaming beta test on TVs with computers soon to follow. The test is limited to a small number of members in the UK and Canada right now. Like I said, it's in beta. So let's talk about it. So, Netflix has launched a cloud gaming service in limited beta form. A small number of subscribers in UK and Canada can access the service, which is now available on select TVs and will come to PC and Mac in the coming weeks through Netflix's website on supported browsers. The test supports 2 games, first-party title Oxenfree from Night School Studio and Mohu's gem mining arcade game Mining Adventure. Players use their smartphone as a controller to play games on TV, while members will be able to play using a keyboard and mouse on PC and Mac. Supported devices for TV gaming include Amazon Fire TV streaming media players, Chromecast with Google TV, LG TVs, NVIDIA Shield TV, Roku devices and TVs, Samsung Smart TVs, and Walmart ONN. With more to follow. So, okay. So, yeah, we got a Roku TV in the house, a couple of Samsungs in here too. So, we'd be able to try it out if we were so inclined. So, quote, here's a quote from them. We've been focused on creating a great gaming experience for our members since 2021, and when we added mobile games to Netflix, said company's VP of Games, Mike Verdo. Our goal has always been to have a game for everyone, and we are working hard to meet members where they are with an accessible, smooth, ubiquitous service. He added, while we're still very early in our game's journey, we're excited to bring joy to members with games. Netflix is working on an original multi-platform AAA game at a recently established studio in California, which is led by Overwatch executive producer Chaco Sonny. Yeah.
I go Sonny.
The team also includes the studio's creative director, Joseph Staten, the Halo veteran who left Microsoft in March, and art director, Ralph Grassetti, who previously held the same position at God of War developer Santa Monica Studios. So, we got cloud gaming on Netflix now. What you think, sir?
I do agree with Ty that UK and Canada getting first dibs on it is kind of racist. But his Sierra Leone joke, that okay. I did talk about it with Matt last week.
Okay, it was y'all. Okay, I wasn't on that
one. And again, I'm just, for various reasons, I'm already like, my interest in investment and liking of Netflix has been waning. That this does nothing for me because I don't care to be gaming on Netflix. It's not appealing to me. Now,
I've downloaded a couple mobile games through there that I was happy to have, like the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge beat 'em up was cool to have on mobile.
Okay. I mean, but I already had that on my PlayStation, so I'm like,
I did. So it was just like,
okay, whatever. But I mean, seeing that Ralph Grassetti from God of War and Santa Monica Studios is involved, I'm like, all right, you kind of got me a little curious what could happen with that, since I love the recent God of War game so much. But still,
Are you familiar with Oxenfree?
Nope.
Here, let me show you what it looks like. This is Oxenfree.
Okay.
Unexpected trailer. I wasn't expecting to do this, but why the fuck not? Tell me if you can hear the audio, because I'm not sure if I did it right.
What a copy.
Huh?
Yeah. Sorry about this.
So, what's the thing to do here?
The thing to do is lay on the beach and drink till you can't remember where you are.
And the other thing is the weirdo caves. You can sometimes pick up frequencies to stations that don't exist. Oh my god.
Triangles.
Whatever we did or opened in the cave must have, screwed up time?
Holy! What is happening? She doesn't want to say it, but it's ghosts.
Are you the officers that sunk on...
USS California. We are
What a night. Huh?
Yeah, tonight's not exactly what I expected.
So Ty, it's cloud gaming, so similar concept as Google Stadia, but it's Netflix. A lot of platforms do cloud gaming. Xbox does it, PlayStation does it. It's it's pretty common now. Just it's not their main thing. Like it's gonna be Netflix.
I mean, the trailer was interesting, but I'm also like, I'm kind of mixed because the pitch of it also would have been an interesting enough series to watch that would probably have pulled me in just as much, if not more, for gaming. And again, I just have a hard time wanting to really come to Netflix to think about wanting to play a game at some point.
Well, I hear you. The Witcher's over, so I have no reason to really go back there right now.
Yeah, I still haven't. That's another thing I need to catch up on the recent season, because by the time season 3 came out, I was like, I really don't remember a lot of these people. and storylines on season 2. So now I feel like I have to go back to season 2 and rewatch that. I don't want to. I could just do a recap, I know, but I'd rather go
just
through the
do a
entire
recap video on YouTube, man.
I know I could. I know.
I mean, 10 minutes versus 10 hours is
Yeah, also true. So.
Oh man, but yeah, so that's what's coming to Netflix, sir. Is you got that, and you got the other one. It's like an arcade style game thing. I think it's like probably more like a matching game thing. Most likely, I didn't really look at it. But that's my guess on that.
Yeah.
But moving on to other news. This one comes from Deadline. The AMPTP makes a counter proposal to WGA. Negotiations recess, but will resume later on this week. So after their first day of bargaining since the Writers Guild went on strike May 2nd, the AMPT and the WGA have recessed their negotiations until later this week after the companies made a counter proposal to Guild's proposals. Here's the WGA's message to members this evening. Your negotiating committee received a counterproposal from the AMPTP today. We will evaluate their offer and after deliberation, go back to them with the WGA's response next week, which was later this week. Sometimes more progress can be made in negotiations when they are conducted without a blow-by-blow description of the moves on each side and a subsequent public dissection of the meaning of the moves. That will be our approach, at least for the time being, until there's something of significance to report, or unless management uses the media or industry surrogates to try to influence the narrative. The Guild always has the right to communicate with our members and will do so when we think there is news you need to know. In the meantime, please continue to demonstrate your commitment by showing up to the picket lines for yourselves, for your fellow writers, SAG-AFTRA, fellow union members, and all those in our community who are impacted by the strikes. Key issues in the 105-day-old strike include pay raises, viewership-based streaming residuals, the preservation of the writer's room through minimum staffing and guaranteed days of employment, and guardrails against the use of artificial intelligence to write scripts. There's more to this article, but that's the main gist of it. So they met on Friday. There was some discussions happening. They're like, we'll get back to y'all when we have something more concrete that we can talk about. But we're going to keep it quiet for now because we don't need the public trying to influence what's happening right now. We need to actually just negotiate with each other and figure something out. So yeah, what do you think?
I'm happy. Progress is progress. It gets me back into working and I can get back to supporting myself. So that would be great news. I was very much excited because I saw something like this, I think Saturday or Sunday. They
met on Friday. So
yeah, I saw something about okay, I knew that they were meeting because they were supposed to meet the previous Friday and things fell through, and so they finally met this Friday. Great news. The fact that they said, hey, y'all made a counter proposal, we'll take it, we'll go look it over and come back to you later. All right, great news. At least that's something, because if it was bullshit trash, I'm sure they hopefully would have immediately
would have said it was bullshit trash, and
and we're walking out. So at least the fact that they're like, let's go over it, see where we compromise, which we
exactly
accept. Good news. I'm happy for that.
Makes me think that they're at least willing to talk about those key points with them. So
right.
Because if they weren't, they probably would have just walked out. So okay, we're willing to talk about these things. How about we do this? And of course, the WGA is like, no, that's not enough. And then we go find somewhere in between there to meet and all that.
Right. Yeah. So I'm ecstatic. I'm happy on that front. I'm just hopeful both unions stand strong enough to not allow AI to become too prominent. I know it's probably going to be some level of acceptance. I fear that
they're going to have to concede on some level for it.
Some level of it, but as long as it has a clear stopping point that they can't maneuver around, because we're only in this
as
case
a tool, not a replacement.
Right, and because when it comes to the residual stuff, we're only in this place because they didn't think far enough ahead at the last writer's strike. So now it's like, hey, try to anticipate where this could go soon enough to put those guardrails in there.
Problem is, back in what was it, 2008? Nobody was thinking robots are going to write our scripts for us. So,
yeah, that part, yeah. But even then, it was still the residual aspect of.
The residual thing is probably a thing.
Yeah. That's
even
what they didn't
then, as I'm
anticipate
thinking back, like Netflix wasn't even really a thing back then. So.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
a lot of stuff
that was part of that wasn't in the negotiations the last time
Mhm.
because they did not think far enough ahead to think, oh, okay, this streaming stuff could get to a point where everybody's streaming and we're not getting the residuals that we're owed. So if they could somehow hopefully make sure that they're
the only
keeping
streaming that
things
was
in
happening
track.
was just like on websites and stuff like that. It was like webisode stuff. It wasn't even actual like their actual content. Like I think Netflix was still doing DVDs,
just the DVDs, yeah.
So
and maybe whispers of like trying to do something online.
And they probably were still like, when did Netflix start doing the DVDs? Hold on.
I almost feel like I want to guess. A part of me wants to say like maybe the late 90s.
Hold on, let me see. Let's look that up. I'm very curious. Netflix was launched on January 16th, 2007. So they were just starting to do the DVDs when that writer's strike happened.
I don't know. Something came up that said launched in April 14th, 1998 for DVD. Netflix.com at least.
Okay. Yeah. Netflix Inc. began its DVD mailing. Yeah, it began the DVD mailing service January 16th of 2007. It was founded in on August 29th, 1997 in California. Mathematically, you were co-founder. What were they doing in 97? Stop making this so complicated.
Yeah, launch as a mail-based rental business. So maybe it wasn't DVD specific.
Maybe it was
Maybe
VHS.
it was just, renting something out. Pre-rental model for each DVD, but introduced a monthly subscriptions concept in September 1999. Yeah.
Then why they say at the very beginning Netflix was launched on June 16th, nearly a decade after? Oh, okay. Maybe the streaming service.
Service.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. That makes sense. Okay. So the streaming was just started in 2007. So they weren't paying no attention to that shit.
Yeah.
And they should have been, like you said, but they just
keeping in mind like needing a solid path towards we get residuals no matter what kind of thing. If that's what they had, if they could have put that in there before, but like now it just needs to be no, you cannot replace us at all. Like and use it, like you said, as a tool to some extent. But even then, they need to be like very particular wording so that asshole business folk can like
won't be looking for those loopholes.
They can't pull a Bill Belichick. So, yep, I think they did just finally stop the DVD service, which a friend of mine was very sad about because he was one of the few people still
getting the DVDs,
still getting one every couple months or whatever through his list. So he was very sad that he finally got his last one of his queue. Sad day.
Yeah, but you mentioned SAG, so let's talk about SAG too. So this article comes from the Hollywood Reporter from Katie Kilkenny.
I'll take it.
I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to say it. It's probably Kilkenny or something like that, but I like Katie Kilkenny, so that's what I'm going with.
As far as I'm concerned, still too many K's in her initials.
You're right. There's 3 of them. I didn't think about that. Damn.
Woo! That was rough.
All right, so this again comes from the Hollywood Reporter. SAG-AFTRA to exclude Writers Guild covered projects produced in U.S. from interim agreement eligibility. This move comes after several productive and collaborative meetings with the Writers Union, which is also currently on strike and not offering such deals. So SAG-AFTRA is making a significant change to its practice of offering interim agreements during this 2023 strike. Moving forward, the Performers Union will not be offering these deals to titles covered by a Writers Guild of America contract that are also produced in the U.S. SAG-AFTRA negotiations leader told members on Monday. The move came after several productive and collaborative meetings with the writers group, which is also currently on strike and not offering interim deals during their own work stoppage. We have been advised by the WGA that this modification will assist them in executing their strike strategy, and we believe it does not undermine the utility and effectiveness of ours. It is a win-win change, the SAG-AFTRA negotiating committee said in the message. The union did not state that interim agreements already offered to such projects would be rescinded. Rather, going forward, this would be the union's policy. The negotiating committee added, our staff will continue to investigate each application for an interim agreement to ensure only true independent productions are included. So there's more to it. Like the interim agreements have been the subject of some controversy since they were introduced amid SAG-AFTRA's ongoing work stoppage, intended to offer options to titles produced outside the jurisdiction of the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Productions. These interim agreements allow production to continue on such projects if a host of SAG-AFTRA priorities in the 2023 negotiations are agreed to, such as an 11% increase in minimum wages and revenue sharing for casts of streaming projects. So yeah, changes to their, exceptions they're making and all that. They're like, we need to make sure these are only purely independent things that people are working on.
Yeah. So, I was about to say, like, I was almost going to have some level of conflict because I'm like, all right, at least it's something that gets the ball rolling on some of these things to allow for independent projects, which they still can do. But then even looking at the article, I'm like, oh, Sarah Silverman made a great point. Like the fact that, the problem with this is that these independent projects could then be sold to the people that were striking against, which defeats the whole purpose of us doing this strike in the first place. So don't do this shit. All back. And I'm like, okay, no, perfect. Makes sense. Yeah, stop it. I got you. Thank you. Because I wouldn't have thought about that undermining aspect on that front, that they would go behind the back and boom.
I thought about that. I was more thinking about those things. You know how you see, like, it happens like with game studios and stuff too, where like they call themselves independent, but they're really not. Like it's they're in some ways getting funded from EA or some shit, but they're technically an independent studio kind of thing. So that was more what I was thinking about, but.
Yeah, that makes sense. But just stop being greedy. Pay the people what they need, because
pretty much
it would not have taken that much for y'all to solve this problem and pay everybody and still have gotten all this stuff going.
I hear you.
That's why you got to eat the rich, whatever.
Yeah, but speaking of getting paid, remember if you go to patreon.com/Creatia World, you can get this show and our other shows ad-free. But right now, we got to pay bills, so here's some ads. Spice things up in the bedroom? Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Can you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creatiaworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creatiaworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high-quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description. All right, we back. There you go. You're unmuted now. All right, sir. So let's check out another trailer, shall we?
Sweet.
This one should be interesting. Okay. Come on. All right, StreamYard, catch up. Let's do this. There we go.
I'm here to tell you that the organization is still not safe for boys and girls. I'm not going to sit here and be quiet while I know kids are still at risk in scouting.
Soon after the Scouts were founded in 1908, the Scouts realized they had a problem. They created what they called the Red Flag List, or perversion files. These files were so sensitive that the Boy Scouts did everything they could to make sure that they could not be seen by parents, by police, even by other Scout leaders.
So the instinctual move was to just make sure they buried it. They see that this is potentially problematic for them and their reputation.
The Boy Scouts of America did not abuse these kids. We had some bad people that got in. Well, there's no way to profile them ahead of time and to identify people ahead of time.
Like, that's bull. One of the things that they had in their marketing messaging is the Boy Scouts has a rigorous.
Yeah, it did. I know. Definitely took a turn.
This is a human rights movement for children against one of the biggest offenders in the world. The Boy Scouts concluded that they were going to get inundated with claims. I was amazed at how big that number got.
82,000 victims, which is just mind-blowing.
The Boy Scouts knew historically about the problem.
The length that certain people were going to try and get you to shut up got me the angriest.
What I'm hoping is that no child will ever be hurt again the way I was.
But what happened to me just took something away.
There was a lot of red flags that should have been caught.
Anybody ought to be carrying shame. It's Boy Scouts of America.
I don't care if I bring the whole temple down. This was an abomination.
Burn it all down. Oh, same day Starfield comes out. Probably miss it. But yeah.
Okay. Well,
you there? Okay.
Yeah, am I
for
intrigued?
a second.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. I'm on board to watch and be sad and disgusted, I guess. But and luckily my Boy Scout experience wasn't anything like that. But
Right, same here. I was a Boy Scout growing up. It was nothing like that for me, and luckily nothing like that for anybody I know who's been in Boy Scouts. But
yeah,
clearly 82,000 is a lot.
Yeah, and that's
That's
still
a
probably
lot.
just the ones that I'm sure did not take drastic measures in their own personal life to solve it for themselves, and
Right,
therefore
exactly.
wasn't able to be reported. So who knows?
And not to mention
Yeah,
it just never did get reported, you know.
yeah, that part too. So yeah, definitely take a turn. Cool.
Yeah. That's a thing. Let's change the mood here. Sorry, I brought the stream down a little bit. I'm about to perk it back up. All right. So the Baldur's Gate 3 studio recently revealed their most popular player character classes and races, along with some other like fun little stats about the game. This was as of Friday. Baldur's Gate 3 developer Larian Studios has revealed a number of statistics from the game's launch weekend, including the most popular player character class and race choices. In a post on Steam, Larian showed off graphs for both, revealing that the most popular player character class so far is the Paladin with over 200,000 players, followed by Sorcerer, Warlock, Rogue, Bard in that order. Damn, nobody else wants to play a monk. It's just me. I'm the only one ready to throw hands like that, you know?
Basically.
All right. Like unarmed strike kick in the face. Let's see here. I could actually, just pull up the graph here. We can look at it. Yeah. Nope, no need to share the audio.
Ty, you and these jokes. I love you, brother. But that's some dark shit.
Wow. I'll just
keep it with that one because fuck Karl Malone. So yeah, I'm fine with that one, but it's still just hilarious.
Yeah. So Paladin's number 1, Sorcerer number 2. You got Warlock, then Rogue, Bard, Barbarian, Fighter, Ranger. And I expected Wizard to be higher. But I expected the Cleric to be near the bottom because people tend to look at Cleric as purely just a healer because they don't really know all the things that Clerics can do. Clerics are actually pretty fucking cool. Like, especially like you do the Trickster Domain Cleric, those are a lot of fun. But when you're less familiar with them, less people want to play them. And honestly, even though I know all the cool stuff they can do, they're not one of my top choices, mostly because, Sorcerer is my favorite class, followed by the Paladin, then the Monk. But yeah, that's what it's looking like right now.
Yeah, I'm given my very minimum experience these last couple years with D&D, of the few classes I've played with so far, Paladin has securely been my favorite. And
Paladins are a lot of fun to play. Yeah, they are.
I really enjoy the balance of being able to take a hit, give a hit, and do spells. So I'm perfectly happy.
Not the best spells, but you do get some good spells.
But I still had so much fun.
Yeah, you do. Exactly. You can still have a lot of fun with it. You don't have a fireball, but you can do other stuff.
Oh man. And if so many other opportunities I should have taken on that last campaign. Like maybe replacing a fireball in that ring. Damn it. Now I think about it. Fuck. So yeah, no,
level 3 spell, you could have fit it in there.
I could have, but maybe next time. if I'm ever given that chance again. We'll see.
I will never give y'all that item again. Just so you know, I'm fucking with you. I probably would. I don't care.
Fingers crossed.
Well, in a similar breakdown of character race choices, half elf was revealed as the most popular, but was only a slim margin ahead of humans and elves. The least popular races were halfling at the very bottom. Githyanki. If you're playing a Githyanki cleric, you're a rare person indeed. Here I can share this graph too. Come on.
I'm so new to this that I don't even know what a Githyanki is, and I just keep thinking about New York. So okay.
Well, I don't know if you remember when we were playing, I was kind of scrolling through it. Do you remember the one that was that helped me when I first got out?
With the nose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a Githyanki. So yeah, half elf, human, elf, then dragonborn. That should be higher up. The rest of y'all need to do better. Then tiefling, drow. Here's the thing: I would do drow above elf, but I think, because drows are elves, but I think they're cooler elves than just regular elves. Half orc. Nobody likes the weird shit enough, man. That's my problem. I think that's what's wrong with this. Why this graph bothers me.
Yeah,
like not enough people are picking the weird shit. Like
those first.
You're a human every day, dude. Like, do something else, bro.
But I also find that even when I was playing through Skyrim, I kept making a human character, so I kind of understand.
Here's the thing: when I told you I was going to do the dark path, the dark thing, it's probably going to be a human warlock when I do it.
Same.
Like it's but yeah.
Oh, you're right. Blasian isn't on the list. Damn it.
You said yeah. No Blasian.
Damn it.
Unfortunately. I mean, they got half elves and half orcs, but
Can't wait for the DLC where Tiger Woods' character gets put in. Calca Blasian or whatever it is.
Yeah, we gotta see. I'm sure there'll be more DLC come that make more things available. Like they don't have the Artificer in the game right now, but I imagine at some point they'll add the Artificer and a whole lot of other races in D&D that aren't in this game yet that I'm imagining at some point some DLC will come that allow you to do that and also let you go at 2 right now it's capped at level 12.
It's funny because I always kept picking, I think it's a red guard or something like that in Skyrim, which does look like a buff person. Thanks for calling me out, Ty.
Oh man, but yeah, like I said, it's capped at level 12. I did see there's a mod that allow you to go to higher levels, but it's only through multi-classing. So each class that you take can only go up to 12, but you can go to basically a higher level by multi-classing and getting the levels and other things. You can have up to 20. So it'd be like, say, like a level 12 paladin and a level 8 fighter or something if you want to do that.
Okay.
And they don't have like those ability score limits on multi-classing like in actual D&D, so you can multi-class anything you want.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, I'm definitely intrigued. Like I'm tempted to want to try to get it for.
I'm telling you, just get in there, man. Hang out and play with us with all the cool kids.
It's the slightly more. It's the more isometric view that just doesn't fully appeal to me, but I like that it's closer to it than Diablo is. So and I'm more familiar with this, at least the rules of this world than Diablo.
You can zoom in.
I know. It's just that just seeing all the gameplay footage, it doesn't do enough to make me want to do Diablo. What I saw with you, yes, it had me more intrigued to try to give it a shot.
I don't know if you can zoom in on Diablo. I haven't played it. I'm just saying you can zoom in Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, no, that's what. And it already is more zoomed in than Diablo, so that's why I was already more interested. It's just, I don't have that kind of time right now. I mean, I have all the time in the world because I'm not working, but I have other things projects I'm supposed to be doing, and I can't become obsessed with it. Like you
say, if you start, you'll forget about those, and you'll have my problem where it's just like, oh, I haven't done any of the things I'm supposed to do for the last 3 days.
No, I have a coloring book because the coloring book will hopefully give me money. I have cosplays I'm supposed to be building for, so I have so many other responsibilities.
Responsibilities?
I hate it. It's the one thing I do miss about childhood. God damn it.
So Larian also revealed that the vast majority of players, 93%, are choosing to play as custom characters. But of the origin characters, Gale is the most popular, closely followed by Karlach and Asterion. And I don't remember who Gale is. But I know Karlach is a tiefling barbarian.
Mhm.
And then Asterion is that drow rogue from the video, the one that fucks the bear in the video that Larian showed. He's a dick though. I don't like him.
Bastard.
Yeah. And he's not even like the fun kind of an asshole, because some people are assholes and they're at least kind of like, fun to be around and funny. But it's like, if I didn't need you to pick locks, I wouldn't have you out here with me.
Fuck man.
And of those making custom characters, 10% were in the character creator for over an hour, mulling over every aspect of their avatar. And all players combined on opening weekend spent a total of 88 years in character creation. I mean, we were there for quite a while, so
it was at least almost.
It was over an hour.
It was like it was about a Disney movie.
Yeah, it was definitely over an hour.
Yeah, and that was before the Guardian as well, too. So.
Yeah, you're right. And then there's also the Guardian on top of that. One of the most fascinating stats is that a total of 368 people finished the game entirely during opening weekend. How?
They didn't fuck the bear. That's probably why.
Maybe, or just like literally didn't sleep the entire weekend because like I want to say the game is itself like 70-something hours long if you just power through it.
Some people
and if
just
you
choose
play
that
it normally
ride.
and do some side quests along the way and all that kind of stuff, they said like over 130-something hours. Like, how?
Some people just about that life, man.
I am not.
You have responsibilities.
This is a surprising stat, but maybe not for the reason you think. Baldur's Gate 3 achieved a peak concurrent player count over the weekend of over 800,000 players, and total had many, many more, though we don't have an exact number. And 79% of players got at least as far as the end of the tutorial on Nautiloid, according to Steam achievements, which is a pretty high number given how many players buy games and just don't play them. Baldur's Gate 3 only takes about 32 hours to beat if you mainline the story. Okay. So given the huge amount of players, it's rather surprising that statistically more didn't sprint to the end as fast as possible. I mean, that's not fun though.
Yeah.
That's possibly a testament to how endlessly distracting Baldur's Gate 3 can be. Yeah.
There you go. They don't.
I am also a PC gamer. I do have a life, all right?
But are you happy? No, stop.
I mean, are any of us happy?
Fuck, that's dark.
Finally, a few other fun stats include Scratch the dog being pet over 750 times. Pet him more, cowards, is what they said in this article. Yeah. And I agree. Pet the dog more because I pet that nigga every time I walk by him. Like, every time I'm in camp, I walk past Scratch. I'm like, yep, scrush. And I go on doing what I'm going to do. Then if I have to walk back, I got to walk past him again. He gets another scrush.
Why not?
Yeah, 65% of players making a morally good decision in Act 1's major quest line, and 100,000 people being rejected by Asterion, with many, many more surely to come. I'm not understanding his appeal. Like, why would you even try for him? Like, I don't know. If you're still stuck in the character creators, blah, 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 yeah, there's guides and all that kind of stuff. Check those out. But yeah, fun stuff. Baldur's Gate 3 has got a lot of numbers. A lot of people petting the dog. Most people are being half-elf paladins, and nobody's being a cleric. Get Yankee.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this to say, all of you playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, do more weird shit. Give me a tiefling cleric. I want that dichotomy there. Do that.
Same.
All right.
Be more creative with your choices, people.
Yeah. How about another trailer though?
Fuck yeah. I love a trailer.
Yeah. This one is for a game called On Guard.
Ooh.
Come on. Come on. I don't know if you heard me, but I said. There we go. Took you long enough, rude ass.
Yeah.
Here we go.
People say I'm a troublemaker. Adelante! Your guard's open.
On guard.
Watch out!
Okay. I'm down for all the silliness.
That's it.
Guards, keep an eye on Doña Volador.
Zaida, nice to see you too, Princessa. Why are you wearing a mask?
They're just terribly comfortable. Call the guard! We are the guard!
Here's for you. I can do this all day.
My plan will give this kingdom unparalleled greatness!
No challenge can stand up to Adalia de Volador.
These are the days of Adaria, first blade of the Voladors.
I'm intrigued. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Still probably won't get it, but I really like it.
So yeah, that was On Guard. Say enjoy the blah, 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 Fireplace games are released for PC August 16th. So it comes out tomorrow. If any of you are interested.
Yeah, it gives me I'm blanking on the ideas, but it was that recent martial arts game that came out like last year, I think. I'm mad. I'm forgetting. I'm having almost wanted to call it Kung Fu, but that's definitely not it.
Talking about Sifu?
Seafood. There we go. It's giving me very much seafood vibes.
I can see that.
In like how it looked like to counter and react to the attacks around you and interact with the environment and stuff like that. It looks
okay. I never played Sifu. How was it?
So I was very much excited for it, but I also am adult enough to admit that my dexterity and reaction time in games is no longer what it used to be.
Yeah.
And I no longer like when I sit down to play a game, and this is the same reason for Soulsborne and all of that stuff. I don't play games for the challenge. I play it for the relaxation and escapism. And if I have to get overly challenged for it, and the only option to get through it is to get good, I'm not as intrigued by it anymore.
So, seeing as that's how you feel, if you do choose to pick up Baldur's Gate, I will tell you, lower the difficulty. Just lower it.
It's
just do it.
Fair enough. I mean, but the fact that they at least offer a difficulty setting is my point. Seafood, Soulsborne, it just is what it is. So you just have to play it. Seafood Day later did add an update so you could lower the difficulty. But by that point, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here's the thing. As someone who has lowered the difficulty in Baldur's Gate, I still die sometimes. So it's, it's still challenging enough. Don't think that it's going to be a cakewalk if you do.
Well, it's not even on that front. Like death, I'm okay with. It's like what feels like unreasonable bullshit death. Like Soulsborne, okay, if I dodge just not at the exact right second of the exact millisecond, I could still get some bullshit and I'm running out of stamina. Whereas like something like the last two Legends of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, still no difficulty setting as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know. Maybe I could be wrong. Never looked for it, but you still have your deaths that are naturally going to happen because you just have to learn, and I'm fine with that aspect. You're going to learn regardless. It's just at least the world is set up in a way where it's still accessible for anybody and everybody to still overcome and learn and get over that hump more easily versus Soulsborne, where you have to dedicate a large portion of your life to get good at it in order to accelerate and get through it. And so that was kind of what I felt like with Sifu. Like even when my brother had the same issue of he fought through it, got through it, did it at the best possible ending, which is like what, at 20 years old, I think, or something, where you don't die at all throughout the entire game. Did it just to prove the point of fuck this shit. I did it, I got good, but I did not have fun doing it. Like,
you did it out of spite. It's like like me watching the last season of Lost. I got you. I'm with you.
That's the only reason he put through it, is like, fuck you, get good.
Because I'm not going to let this beat me. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't have that kind of dedication, so I avoided it. But
I don't have that anymore either. I used to, not anymore.
See, yeah, like I have that sometimes with being a perfectionist and a collector of, and get all the trophies and get all the as much as I could in some games, but nah, I need fun. I'm escaping when I'm playing this game.
And I'm pretty sure I've played enough of Baldur's Gate now to where I probably could raise it back up to the normal difficulty and play through it, and not, completely get my ass whooped all the time. But yeah, I'm good where I'm at now.
You can always save it for your second playthrough.
Yeah. And it looks like now it's going to be completely difficult to not pull up this last trailer, which is fine. We're pretty much out of time anyway. So
racist.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching. We really appreciate you. Don't forget, you can follow us on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, check out our Facebook groups. One of them being facebook.com/group/DemDragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, or if you just think dragons are cool like I do, go on in there, drop your Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon memes, or just cool pictures of a dragon. Just throw it on in there. Make me happy. Also, if you're a wrestling fan, you want to go to facebook.com/group/Smacking It Raw. It is the official Facebook group for the Smacking It Raw podcast, the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub. It goes live every Saturday night at midnight, 11 p.m. Central, with the Warden Matt Ritter, Vince Danny Delgado, and Katie Kinsey Bay. Check them out every Saturday night. Used to be Friday, now Saturday nights. And you can follow me on both Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalot. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT Rufio. Where can they find you? Plug your shit, sir.
You can holler at me on IG at Rufio, ROUX_FEE_OHH. And or you can also hit me up on my other Instagram of Art of Rufus, ARTOFRUFUS. Jesus, that was a mouthful. And if you want to see
also
the
buy art
cosplay
from you, right?
Yeah, you can hit me up on Art of Rufus or artofrufus.pixels.com. If you want to buy some prints or some originals, or you want to hit me up for some commission stuff, by all means, please support somebody who's suffering from the strike just as much as anybody else is. I could use some funds or donations, or if you just want to slide me a cool 20 here and there, that'd be all right too. I'll definitely take any of that. But yeah, if you want to get some artwork or explore your cosplay needs, I enjoy making props now. I'll give it a shot. Make some props, make a mask. I'm looking for anything at this point. Probably going to get started on a character from My Hero Academia soon. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, that'll be it for today's episode. We'll catch y'all next time. I'll be back with Matt tomorrow. What's up?
Oh, I just remember because Ty mentioned it last time I was on there. I might also be at some point going for that OnlyFans, Ty. I do remember your comment from last week. There might be one at some point, just because why not?
Do it.
Yes. Might be some painting, might be some cosplay, might be some. My girlfriend does pole. I might take some pole lessons with her and do that too on that OnlyFans.
Why not? Nothing stopping you.
Yeah, especially when I get that OnlyFeet account started too. So
there you go.
Got to get the money somewhere.
But all right, y'all, we'll catch y'all next time. Tomorrow's going to be me and Matt. We'll see you then. Until that time, though, we out.